9-round visual.
All right. All power to the people.
To me, when we talk about Black culture, going back to define, before we get into development and defending, you have to define what we mean by Black. Because first and foremost, when we talk about culture and we say Black culture, we don't all agree on what level of a degree of Blackness that we talking about. What are we talking about? Africans in here in captive America? Or we talk about our people on the continent of Africa? Or we talk about across the diaspora? Then we have to go into that first, because depending on what reference point we're coming from, to me goes into what are we calling a culture. So the first thing I would have to say on that is I would like to break culture down a little bit more deep. To me, I would say there's root culture, then there's culture, and then there's subculture.
Absolutely.
So when we talk about, is there a Black culture? There is definitely a Black culture. We're talking about root culture from the standpoint of us, of black or referred to as African being the first on this planet. Everything sprouts out from there. So yes, there is Black root culture. Now, when we talk about us here on the continent of the Americas, then when we say, what is there a Black culture? There is not a Black root culture here. Definitely not, because everything has been appropriated, stolen, and regurgitated back to us from the standpoint of thrower.
Hello, Father. They keep you busy on a Sunday.
Hey, John. What's the matter with you these days? Well, it's been more than 2 weeks since I seen you in church.
I've had a lot to do.
And when I say thrower, I'm saying when you take something through a system, digest it, and then spit out the waste product, or what it comes out one whole or the other, and then fed back to a people that has been stripped of their identity, stripped of their root culture, stripped of their way of life. No, there ain't a culture from that standpoint.
There it is.
Then there is subculture.
You know, the green beans, the collard greens.
Traditional Thanksgiving dishes in the Black community aren't just delicious, there's a historical connection.
Well, soul food really was food that white people were throwing away from their tables to their scraps. And in the ingenuity of Black people, we found to make that taste good, to be nutritious, and grow our children from.
So then I would say, yes, there's a Black subculture here, but there's not a Black root culture here, because a Black root culture puts you in a position of empowerment, puts you in a position of being in charge.
Exactly.
Makes you the one that has determined how everything else is operating. So no, I don't consider there to be a Black root culture here in America for our people. But you can say there's a Black subculture here.
I don't have to hate you to love me.